3. Tonight we are in the Magic City, the 305, Miami, Florida, for round 4 of the Tier 3 season. We've got Ace Edge on the 1s and 2s tonight, controlling the cameras. Ace Edge, how are we feeling about tonight, if you're back yet?
It'll be an interesting one to see a little more of the grid here tonight compared to the past couple races.
Yeah, I've got a semi-decent turnout here.
But with the past couple, Ferraris definitely had the upper hand on everything with Gunnar Will and Mario there. So hopefully Gord or Veslo or someone else can put some pressure on them this round, or hopefully GP as well.
Yeah, I want to see some people make some things interesting here. This should be in for an interesting one. A lot of walls on this track. See how everyone deals with this nightmare of a third sector. At least for me, it's a nightmare.
Overall, it's a very, very slippy circuit. Like, it was hard to find grip anywhere last night in Tier 2.
Yeah, I've found, like, and I was, talking on the party chat last night, it's not necessarily that hard of a track, but you just can't really push. Like, all through Sector 1, it's kind of a weird half throttle.
Yeah, it's a lot like...
just kind of dancing around.
Yeah, it's a lot like Sector 1 at Jeddah, where you don't have very many parts where you're going to be at a fully confident, full throttle, being able to throw the front around. Then, like you said, being at a weird half to 3/4 throttle through most of it.
Yeah, makes for an interesting trek around the circuit here.
Everyone getting out, getting a feel of everything, putting some rubber down. GP coming on to the last stretch. Let's see. So got another Ferrari coming out as well.
Yeah, Gunnar already throwing down a pretty impressive lap on his first go-around.
That's odd. Ah, he's letting him by. Who's that? Spot up? Yeah. Ah, he's coming into the pits.
Yeah, Private goes into... Looks like Terminal might be on his way around at the end. He pits as well.
Actually, yeah, I think we'll be good there. I don't think anybody out on track right now.
Nah, we
Spider-Man's about to go for one.
Yeah, Mario World's about to start.
Yep. I think everyone else is kind of coming on their end lap here.
Yeah, Mario wasn't able to. Ooh.
Oh, and
is he out?
Yeah, he's out. That's gonna put him in last, starting on the grid tonight.
I'd say that's an issue, but he started. He couldn't qualify when he reserved last night, so he started at the back, and it did not faze him at all.
I think it'll make a Made it a little more interesting
It
tonight, to say
does.
the
It
least.
honestly, I was just say the neutral viewers they should be ecstatic. It does make things interesting because he pointed out himself hasn't actually won a race yet. So I know everyone's saying he's got the pace because that's true. But
Yeah, he's
he was saying it last night. He's got to start putting it down on paper.
yeah, he's definitely shown race by race that he has the fastest race pace out of everyone in Tier 3 so far. But as you said, and as he said, he hasn't come to the. Goddamn. It doesn't matter unless you cross the finish line first. You can have all the pace you want, but if it doesn't come with the points, it's not helping you out. Gunner, on the other hand, he's been consistent, stayed at the front, hasn't made any major mistakes, and has won, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or all 3 races so far.
He's 1-2. Oh, I guess I said it was round 4 in the intro, but they didn't race Australia because Cody's is a nightmare. So they have actually only had 2 races. So Gunner's won both. But they have to make up Australia some other time.
Yeah, so looking at the standings here, Mario has 3rd and 2nd to his finishes. And then Veslo has 2nd as well at Jeddah, with Spot Up being on the podium at Imola.
And Mario World kind of did that last season. He was on the podium for like a whole bunch of races to start off, and then he just kind of then he started winning and took over. But Gunner's been the one, like you said, at the end. He's the one crossing the line first, so should be interesting, this Ferrari battle. At least for me, at least for us, this makes it a lot more fun, seeing one of them start from the back.
Oh, that's for sure.
Oh, we do have Terminal's gone round.
Let's see what Private can do here. A very nice exit there.
Yeah, he'll hold on to 3rd.
It's like Terminals on the lap. Veslo's gonna be, yeah, Veslo's on his out lap right now. GP's about to go for his lap. Spot Up is on his lap now.
Pixels is coming around, but he's about a second up or a second down. Something must have gone on.
Yeah, Spot Up is 2nd down as well. I wonder if that's off first place time or just off of their own time in general.
I was about to confidently say it's their own time, but that's as a driver when I'm in quali. As spectating, I actually don't know.
Because normally we always get the interval to the leader. We don't ever get the interval to the person in front of us.
Yeah, that's why I was pulling my answer back before I said it. I was gonna say it was their own, but us just watching as a spectator, I'm actually not sure. But either way, not improving.
And just giving Gunner the toe there. So let's not be surprised if he improves on that time that he has.
Yeah, I'd say he might be a little too close.
Oh, nope. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. I think he was just trying to get in quick to make sure he could get out with another set.
Yeah, if he wasn't going to improve on that one, just move on to the next. Don't take a whole extra in lap.
Got Nicholas coming out early. It's gonna be Fieslo coming around helping to improve here.
Spot Up's only a 10th off from his time, so if he gets something in the back half of this, he might be up to something here.
Veslo only 4 tenths down right now. So
Looks
looking
like
for Williams are working together here. Yeah.
Yeah, the Williams are towing, giving him the tow.
Oh, and he
Runs into the wall.
is trying to get out the way there. And that seriously ups him up into 6th there.
Yeah, some teamwork there from the Williams.
Yeah, tow really makes a difference, especially on that backstretch. It's commentator's curse tonight is real. But on that backstretch
Starting
alone,
early.
it was worth 2 tenths.
Yeah,
I got that in
jeez.
quality alone, so that's not including sector 2 as well. So I'd rough it around probably 4.5 tenths if you have a decent tow around the track, just on the straights.
Yeah, well, Williams knows it. Don't know if anyone else is going to partake.
I think Ferrari was gonna try to, but it didn't work out all too well.
They don't need a tow. They're good.
It's like, I don't think he's gonna be going for another lap, but if he did, he was getting a good tow from who is that? Pixlazzi there? I think that's Nicholas on a lap here.
Yeah, I think he's the only one at the moment.
He's
Bunch of people on the outlap.
just at under 4 tenths right now. So let's see what he can pull here. I think anyone who's gonna try to improve is probably gonna be coming out right about now. And Nicholas is out.
Yep, that tricky uphill chicane. 14-15 of a nightmare.
Yeah, trying to not lose
Takes
too
its
much
first
time there.
victim. So he'll settle for 10th at best.
This might lead to a few drivers thinking of an underfuel here with a possible safety car.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty wise. All but guarantee at least one. Private's improving on his time about halfway through.
Gunner sets the fastest sector 1 time. Private and Validate's going to there.
Oh yeah, he's out. He was about almost 2 tenths improving. Wouldn't have moved him up a spot though.
Pixlazzi going on a lap here. I think Gord as well. GP. I think trying to race to the line here.
Yeah, Gordon and Pixlazzi both got around, so we'll see what they can do.
Captain starting his lap. Yeah, Veslo didn't make it in time. Gunner sets a new P1 lap.
It just keeps setting the tone.
His Aussie might be close. He's only less than a tenth down right now. He sets the fastest sector too. Could we have a challenger for pole here?
He'd have to shave off a good amount though. Gunner at 28.5. Because Gord Gord was shaving off enough time, but it was about the same amount that Pixelazzi improved, so he might not move up. Oh yeah, he's into the 28s.
Let's see what Gord puts down here.
He had, I think he had a moment there at the end. He didn't improve. Ooh, spot ups. Yeah, spot up triples actually moved up into third. I'm going to give my PSA here, as 3 drivers are pitting at the end. If you just cross the finish line, the game will end the session a lot quicker. If you're the last driver out, don't go into the pits.
It's not like last year where you need that set of tires that you finish on
No,
anymore.
exactly, and they double stack, so we have to watch both of them go through the pits now. If you're the last driver out, just go through the finish line and the session will end. I'm not perfect, I've made that mistake as well, so that's my PSA. Just drive through the finish line, and you're not going to lose any tire wear. You're never even going to see those tires again, most likely. So we get a great look at the Alfa Romeo paddock here. But there we have it. Ozzy was in second, spot up triples, moved up to third there at the end. So he hops up into the second row. Gord and Private have both been showing pace as well in this tier this season. They're in 4 or 5.
It'll definitely be a close midfield battle tonight.
Yeah, you got the Alpines at 7 and 8. They've got a lot of race savvy though. They'll be in the conversation at the end as always. And then Mario at the back, he podiumed last night coming from the back. So you'd assume the same, but you're leaving a lot of risk when you got to cut through drivers. So it looks like it'll be a clear weather race here.
Do you have the stream pulled up?
The stream? What do you mean?
What? Do you have my screen pulled up for you to see?
Yeah.
So, about to get a little sneak peek on what everyone's thinking here. Might be a little bit of a hard strategy for Ferrari to pull off there, depending on pace.
And mediums, yeah, most everyone going with the hards. Although, Mario just checked and said the formation lap is off. It should be on. So we might be in for a quick start.
Well, if so, everyone knows
So,
to be cautious into turn 1 with cold tires.
yep.
Yep.
Here we go.
And the lights are out. Gunner just pulling away here.
Ooh, Vessel was getting a phenomenal start, but he sent it way too deep. Nicholas Weck has a moment as well. He's just trying to catch back up. Mario World already into 7th. Oh, as a Mercedes goes around, that's Northern Canuck.
Had a little bit of an incident back there. Mario with a mega start here.
Already up to 6, so he just cut his troubles way down. That
8 positions up already.
Good lord.
Oop.
Yeah, looking at the
a little
positions.
bit of contact there.
Oh yeah, that's not a place you want to be battling.
Gunner already way clear out of DRS range here.
Yeah, he's gonna want to stay in clean air the whole time.
And hope that Mario doesn't cut that gap short soon.
Yeah, he's already into the conversation though, up to 5th is, ooh, it looks like Terminal goes real long on that final turn.
Luckily, Private had a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah.
Is that Gord already into the pits? Nicholas as well. I think they had contact there. I'm surprised. I know Canuck was one of the first ones around, but maybe his was he didn't touch the wall there.
Yeah, it looked like he just kind of spun and ghosted, but Nicholas's first lap troubles continue. He got the speeding in the pit lane, but he's already got it knocked off.
So the medium's looking to pay off early here.
Yeah, Mario moving up to 4th, and Vesselo's on the hard tires ahead of him. So he'll look to make quick work there. Looks like GP lost a couple places as well on the start.
It's Mario already into the podium positions here.
It's quick.
But at the cost of most of his battery already. As Veselo fights the position back there.
Yeah, not letting up.
And gets the grip on the inside, but Mario getting the move done in the end. And setting the fastest lap at it.
Yeah, even during that battle, that's impressive.
Well, he's got 2.5 seconds to chew down to Pixlossi, and then another 2.5 to get to Gunner to fight for the lead here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Terminal's gone around. Terminal in the Alpine. On the softs.
Some bad luck there tonight. And again, just a little too overheated there.
Yeah, it takes just way too long for those tires to get going, but Veselo and Spot Up Triples are in a great battle here. Looks like Triples is gonna get it done, but Veselo sends it, and they kind of have to both hold off a little bit.
Spot Up's been pulling it together this last race.
Yeah, Vessel is on the hard tires, but does not want to concede either of those spots. Not that he
And
has
spot
to,
up
but
with battery advantage, so as long as he uses this wisely, I don't think he really has to worry about much of a fight from Festo if he can manage it these next few corners.
yeah, but yeah, Vessel's feeling comfortable on those hard
And
tires. He's happy to
gets
go
the
to
move
battle.
done, yeah. But spot up about to have DRS, and yeah, I figured he'd back out there. Spot up about to have the DRS going into sector 2. More battery. I think he'll get the move done there.
Ooh, Spider-Man and the captain are going dancing through Sector 1.
And Pixlossi spends it.
Oh no.
So Ferrari 1-2 again. Mario on the hunt for Gunner here. We'll check in on that every now and then. Try to keep up with it. The spot of Vessel battle here.
I don't know if you were on board. He almost went into the back of him. Didn't pick a side in time. But he's showing pace on those hard tires.
I think Spot Up is running a higher downforce setup than Veslo is.
Yeah, didn't have it on the straightaways, but it's a technical enough of a track that setup still makes sense.
Yeah, I'd say within by lap 6 or 7, he's going to need to make sure he's by and out of DRS range to be safe. Before those medium tires start to give the advantage to the hards.
Vesselo has a peak on the
there.
Yeah, has a peak on the inside, keeps him honest. He is comfortable on the hard tires. He's just been giving everyone as much trouble as he can.
It's one heck of a battle here.
Still there on the inside as he has the lead now.
And Spot Up having to concede there.
Also, we're grouping further down, that 8, 9, 10, they're all together as well. It's the hards versus the mediums right now. And I don't know who's winning. Spider-Man just passed the captain on the hards. Oh, and Nicholas Weck is retired. He is DNF'd. Right as a couple battles we're trying to finish out there. And that is a full safety car. The first one of the night. That safety car is in the fucking way.
Private about runs into the safety car there.
It like took the right side, then it was in the middle. Vessel had to go around. Private almost went to the back of it. That safety car was a menace. I'm not sure where Nicholas Weck ended there. Terminal just past the ghost of Nicholas Weck, so it looked like it was around that uphill chicane, which is I think is where he bended in qualifying. So that turn might Keep him up late at night.
Well, Gunner and Mario coming into the pits to double stack here.
Yeah, he's should be far enough back. He's 3.8
Oh, yeah,
back.
just.
A little bit of a hiccup. Okay. So you
But
need a
I
little.
guess they're betting on the hards going 22 laps here. But under safety car, kind of give it a little bit of ease on that, but still roughly 20 laps.
Spider-Man splits the two of them though, so it looks like you need a little more. You need almost 4 seconds in this year's game. It looks like to pull off the double stack. It's Private Jet. What happened to him?
Disqualified.
Oh, he drove past the safety car.
Ah.
At least that's what it looked like. What happened? He moved into first with the Ferraris pitting, and he... I don't want to speak out of turn. Did he move past the safety car?
I get... That seems to be the only logical guess right now, because it said ignoring yellow flags, so... Him leading,
no,
it's not like he had a delta to catch anybody.
That's not how you want to end your race. As everyone got off the mediums except for GP.
With a few soft runner here, surprisingly.
Yeah, I guess, what, do a little soft medium action? Something like that?
They might be banking on the hard runners pitting for those used mediums again.
Yeah, I mean, you got nothing to... It makes sense that it's 9, 10, or it's the back 4. You got nothing to lose. You got to try something different. But wow, yeah, Private burned bright there. P1 for just a moment. And then something went terribly wrong, and Gunner moved back up into first, and so Spider-Man split the two on that double stack. Which he started... Spider-Man's moved up just as many spots as Mario World. We were talking about Mario's start. Just looked at it. Spider-Man also has moved up 11 spots.
But I don't think Gunner's going to be all too happy with Mario being this close when the free start comes around after getting over 4 seconds of a lead there.
Yeah, basically all of his hard work the first 8 laps has been negated. And I was just singing Spider-Man's praise. He went round under safety car.
That is very, very unfortunate.
He moved up 11 spots, was up into second, and then went back down under safety car. Oh, that is painful.
That is one of the worst feelings, too.
Maybe tires cooled a little bit, I don't know. But damn, he was having a great race so far. And just like that, Gunner looks in his rearview mirror and his teammate is right there.
Let's see what happens here. It's probably a little early to watch it. You think they'll give it another lap, or safety car going to be harsh like it used to be last year?
Not sure. It's too lenient this year. Yesterday I was so far behind, I was hoping the safety car would just start, and it just kept waiting on me. But I was trying to tell him, I was like, you don't, I'm good.
I think it's going to be waiting still.
Yeah, it'll wait.
Yep.
Terminal, because he just had to pit. He won't catch back up, but I'm assume it'll go in anyways next lap.
Spot up with 5 second for a collision with Northern and a safety car here.
What is happening under these yellow flags? That used to be like real easy to get last game, but this year that must have been a pretty significant collision if they're going to give 5 seconds. Now what you want, a couple drivers losing the plot here under the first safety car, and it might not be our last. So hopefully we're about to go in. I think we've gotten enough views of Hard Rock Stadium here.
Enough Zoom advertising.
Seriously. The stadium, which is quote unquote in Miami, Florida, but like way up the road.
Yep, safety car in this lap.
There we go. So we'll see the two Ferraris do battle here on the restart. GP actually up into third right now.
This Gunnar pulls the Kimi Räikkönen just straight line strategy.
He's ready. So we'll see how the hard tires treat the Ferraris here. GP stayed on the mediums as we get going again. Pixelazzi got a great start. But sent it a little wide as they're battling in the middle of the pack. Oh, it is a close battle in the middle here. Pixelazzi, DeCaptain, and Gortsauce trying to find space. It's about 5 cars all right next to each other.
There we go. Just try not to go too fast.
All these soft tires are right on top of each other. As who went around there?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, he lost out in that battle. Pixelazzi picked up a time penalty as well.
It's a very tough night for the Aston Martin drivers.
Yeah, they're going through it right now.
Same for Williams, but in the points nonetheless.
Yeah, so on the restart, it looks like Gunner's got the pace. He's showing this might be his track. Oh, and I guess Pixelazzi
making ground on the Mercedes here.
Oh yeah, he's right there. I think maybe Pixelazzi picked up damage. He's in the pits.
On for the softs.
Oh, and Spider-Man's gone around. Vesselo was coming through. I don't know if Spider-Man was losing it before that, but there might have been contact as Vesselo was coming through. He moves up a spot into 9th.
Spot up with the fresher hard really trying to get past Northern here. Hasn't just now starting to use some of his battery.
Yeah, he's gonna want to move past him, create a little barrier because all the soft tires are right behind him. And as I was singing Gunner's praise, Mario hits the fastest lap. Gord just takes it as well. But so the Ferraris look like they're going to be set for a battle here.
As it looks like there's about to be a 4-person battle for 4th.
Yeah, I mean, you'd give Gord the advantage because he's on the soft tires, but it depends what everyone's going to pit to here. It's Dutch and Northern on 11-lap hards. I don't know if they're trying to go the rest of the way or not.
Let's see, what have they gone for so far? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what everyone starts to pull out. As Dutch tries to break the toe there.
Oh, it doesn't work. The Northern come flying through with the DRS. He gets it done. A little wobbly. Was that Dutch and Gord in the back? Gord comes flying through on the softs.
Yep, Gord gets the move done there. Don't count Spot Up out as he's held on to all of this. Just waiting for someone to make a little bit of a slip here. As Pixelasi says, the fastest lap.
Yeah, Spot Up triples, moves up into 6. Just, yeah, like you were saying, he's happy to patiently wait through the little DRS train they got going on.
I think he knows that if he can hold on to Gord here, his tires are going to fall off and he's going to have the obvious advantage in the next 2 to 3 laps.
Yeah, he's happy to just follow those soft tires through. Ooh, Mario's up to something now, though. Took him a little bit after the safety car restart, but he's breathing down his teammate's neck now.
See if there's any team orders here. As he, yeah, I think he shut the DRS really early there.
Yeah, it might be, you know, if you, not necessarily team orders, but if you're not going to get it done cleanly, it's let's not force it. So then you're just both losing at that point. But we'll see how long that lasts.
And Gunner, ooh,
What happened?
loses his wing there and can't get it around.
Was that on his own?
Takes that, yep, that was on his own there. GP, Northern, Gord. Spot up in the potential.
He's going to have to go a whole lap around without a wing.
And possibly time penalties here.
Oh, he is on the back foot now.
That puts his race in shambles here.
Yeah, he's going to have to hustle to keep the podium in reach there. Obviously, he's got the pace, but...
GP, Northern, and Gord, and Spot Up as well, couldn't have asked for better here. Now a podium fight in the mix.
Yeah, they probably knew going in. They were like, you got both Ferraris flying, but they kind of traded places. Mario started on the back foot, and once he made up his ground, Gunner hit some adversity here too. And what sucks is you got to change tires when you go in to fix the wing, so you've got to come up with a completely different strategy.
As Gord comes in as well. Gunner right behind him. Veslo. So the Williams trying to double step here. I think they'll be fine though.
Yeah, he did get a speeding in the pit lane, though, unfortunately. So it looks like GP's going to go classic GP. He's going to hang on to these mediums for probably another 4 or 5 laps and try to go to the softs. So he should be in contention for the podium here.
But if I'm not mistaken, Gord just pit on, if he had passed the line, what would have been his 8th lap on the soft. So he's going to have to probably stretch it a little bit further based off of that.
Yeah, went to the hards, though.
But I think Spot Up is in the best contention here with GP, Northern, and Dutch, with the possibility of all having to pit again.
Yeah, he's battling a Northern Canuck right now. Gets it done. Yeah, after the first safety car, the whole group flipping on the hards. It was just Mario and Spot Up Triples, like you said, who were able to see the hard strategy out, so they were both in a good position. But Gunnar down in 9th. Looking to make his first move on his road to redemption here, going on the inside of Veselo. He's got the soft tires, got the grip on the exit.
He gets some move down there. But I think that's going to be short-term gain, long-term loss.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much. Oh, he does have a lot of ground to make up, unfortunately.
And as long as Veslo behind him holds on, stays in DRS, those mediums are going to give him the advantage with Gunnar being almost out of battery here. Oh, Veslo's right there with him, so.
Yeah, we're still only, I just realized, only a little halfway through, so actually a ton of laps left.
13 laps to go still. That's Mario process to make it 12. With Spot Up getting really close to GP here.
Yeah, GP's probably, he wants to stay out for a little bit, so he might not fight too hard.
But Spot Up left Northern behind. Just doesn't have anyone behind him. He's fighting for second here.
Yeah, because GP's gonna have to pit and book it on the softs, but yeah, I think Spot Up, just like you were saying, he's realizing if he can just keep this pace, keep it going, he's the front runner for second place here.
I think Northern and Dutch will probably pit this lap and the next.
Yeah, but it's kind of a tough spot. If they want to go to softs, they probably have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, Spot Ups is hunting GP down now. A little bit too late on this back end, though.
I think if they pit now, they'd probably come out right behind Gunnar and Festo back there. If not right in the middle. Dutch coming into the pits here. Onto the medium tire.
Spot Up does make his move there through the first sector. He's ahead of GP. GP, he knows his strategy. Doesn't want to battle too much there. So both those drivers executing exactly what they want to do so far.
I think Northern's just waiting till GP pits.
Gord just kind of pushing Pixlazzi around, pushing him forward there around that long left-hander. Kind of might have messed up his exit.
I think Gord's realized Pixlazzi's kind of around that point that he was right before he put it for the hard, so he
Yeah.
knows to start to pressure him and the mistakes will follow with Gunner right behind on still fresh or soft, so he knows he needs to make this move and get out there.
Yeah, Pixlazzi's getting in from two drivers now. Fresh hards, fresh softs. Fresh-ish, I guess. Oh, but Gord does not get the exit he wants to. He's dropped so much ground.
Gunner here.
It's Gunner who comes flying through. He didn't want to wait around for Gord to make the move. He makes it himself.
Gunner having DRS on Pixlazzi here.
Ooh, but this might not be fun through the first sector, having to be stuck right behind someone.
This will be an interesting battle to see here with both of them being really close with DRS. Can he hold out, or is he going to lose 2 positions here?
Pixlazzi takes the inside. Gunner goes Slim Shady's around the outside, gets it done. That was impressive.
That's going to leave him vulnerable to Gord here.
So I'm wondering
getting
if it's
a better exit here, and
yeah,
around the outside.
Oh,
and Gord spins it.
Yeah, Pixlazzi picked up a penalty for kind of cutting that a little bit. I don't know if Gord had to slam on the brakes,
or if there's a little bit of contact, or
but it sent him around. Nevertheless, Gord's lost out on that one.
We'll find out in the incidents later if there is any.
I was gonna say, if there's contact, we'll definitely hear about it. But yeah, Pixlazzi's immediately under pressure again.
Let's see. I think GP stretching these mediums very long.
I was gonna say, is it like a sunken cost at this point? is he losing time? Because you're only getting 9 laps on the softs. But is that enough to make up the ground once he pits again?
As
I don't know.
He stays out again. Even Northern Canuck on the hards comes in.
and I'm
I think he's trying to get the undercut here.
I was gonna say, I'm not down. GP can take tires as long as he wants. It doesn't affect it. But I'm just wondering, once he pits, 8 laps.
I wonder
is
if
not a lot to make up any ground on the softs.
I wonder why Northern didn't go on the softs here. He put the mediums on.
That is questionable. It should be softs with only...
only 8 laps left.
8 laps left. Could be Cody's getting the best of us.
Maybe he thought he had it and just did it a little too late there.
But yeah, this should be interesting because it's Gunner who's got all the time to make up, but GP has to pit.
So this inevitably could be still a Ferrari double podium here.
Yeah. I'd say Gunner's the front runner for third here, and see how much he can make up. But that might rule GP out.
Is it starting to rain? Yeah, it is. At least on my
It
screen.
is. It's quite cloudy. I'm here too busy looking at the intervals and tire strategies, but it doesn't look nice out.
Looked like it might have. Yeah, I think it is starting to rain around certain parts of the circuit here.
Yeah, I'm going on board. I'm trying to see if we can see any precipitation here. I definitely just saw some.
Yep, just a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Well,
This should make an interesting last
this
couple
makes
laps
sense
here.
then why GP's been holding out. If there was a small chance of rain at the end, he doesn't want to waste a pit stop. He'll, if he has to go to the intermediates, that'll be the only change he wanted to make. So that makes a whole ton of sense now.
Or fresh softs at the end while everyone else is on dying tires. Regardless, he'll have more grip on starting to just get a slippy track.
That's true. That's true. I was gonna say it'll be him and Gunner putting the pressure on. Because the hard tires were the perfect strategy. See him to the end. But the last thing you want to be on as the rain starts picking up is old, hard tires. So we could be in for some nervy times here in the last couple laps here in Miami.
As
it,
there's two battles here.
Oh yeah, Northern
And I
Connecticut.
think Northern just took some wing damage there.
Oh, has he made the move?
Yeah, I think he lost his left side wing plate making the move there.
Oh yeah, there's no end plate there. Oh my goodness.
As Pixelasi comes into the pits.
Yeah, he's kind of, he's left in no man's land. Old softs. There's no way he was going to make it to the end on those.
Let's see what he puts on here. And intermediates.
The inters are
Let's see if that pays off for him with a new wing as well.
Everyone's going to be keeping an eye on him. I know the Ferraris, they've still got they got the same radio frequency as the Aston Martins there, so I'm sure they'll be asking what the inters feel like. A little bit advantage there. But GP's gone 22 laps now.
He has really been bold on his strategies every single race, just getting the most out of every compound he puts on.
Oh, every track for him is a medium to softs. It does not matter where he is. He pulls it off, medium to softs. It's insane.
And who is that? Is that?
Oh, it's the captain. I was wondering if it was Pixelasi right off the bat, just if it was the tires. But no, it's the captain is... What kind of intervals is Pixelasi rocking right now? I'm gonna throw up the lap data. I'll keep an eye on him. We got two more into the pits.
Ford and Northern. Boat looks like. Yep, Northern for a wing and inters. Gord for inters as well. So let's see if it pays off for them.
If I'd have to imagine, Mario World, I mean, he's going to take it to the end. Time-wise, he knows no one's catching him. But he's going to have to play it safe a the last couple laps.
And Pig Slossie picking up a position here with the undercut.
Yeah, he got rewarded for being brave there. DRS is disabled, so we should see a couple more people come in for the intermediates.
As the captain's into the pits.
Yeah, we'll probably see him, Terminal, definitely GP. The rest will... Oh, I just
Mario
completely
into
lied.
the pits. Let's see,
So
Spot Up stays out.
I think you have to. You have to do something different.
Yeah, just hope he doesn't pull a Norris at Russia here.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
GP
like,
comes
it doesn't...
in, and Gunner follows. So I
Even if
imagine.
it's... yeah,
sorry,
wow.
go ahead.
No. I was shocked I guess his softs are pretty old.
was
But no, I was
about
going
to
to say, even if spot ups, even if that decision's wrong, I get it. You got to do something different. You know, you're not catching him if you go in on intermediates.
And Vesla with a 5-second coming into the pits. But Dutch into the podium position here, staying out on the mediums.
Oh, that should be interesting. All right, this is going to be fun. We got two drivers staying out, both praying they can hold on to the mediums. Mario World's got 9 seconds to make up on the way better tires.
Well, for Tier 3 having some issues at the beginning of the race, I think they're glad they're having a very interesting race here.
Yeah, they didn't get to race last week, so nobody wants to mess around. Nobody wants to give it up now. Dutch has moved up 9 spots to be on the podium. Mario World moved up 12 spots to be on the podium. But yeah, Dutch coming through. This should be interesting. And GP still stayed ahead of... I lost that in the mix of all that chaos there. GP stayed ahead of Gunner.
But Gunner getting really close here.
Yeah, he may have it on pace, but... And Spot Up's
Into
pits
the
now.
pits.
Oh,
And I
don't know
guess he's
about
serving
that.
his penalty as well. So I think any chance that he has at his... Yep. He's going to stay out in front. So I think that was a good move there. So now he doesn't have to risk being put any further down, and he can secure his second place finish here if he holds it together.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say not knowing what happened with the 5 seconds, if it was if it could have been contested, I'd say you don't pit, you stay out, don't serve it. But
if you have the gap at the end of the day, just to be on the safe side in case you lose it in the steward's room, just that's what I at least try to do, is play it safe if you can.
Yeah, I just meant if he was trying to go for that win.
Oh, yeah, true.
But if he wasn't
to each their own, yeah.
But I'm saying, I don't know what happened with those 5 seconds, so like if he knew he wasn't going to fight it, then I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Serve it, save your second place. But just for fun, I was hoping he'd stay out and see if Mario World was going to catch up to him, because we've got just Dutch, the last remaining dry tires.
As Spot gets, that might have been why. I think he knew he was getting close on his warnings, and yeah, didn't want to be at 8 seconds there.
Yeah, and he was on quite old hards, but this should be interesting then with Dutch then. The last remaining dry tires, he's got both GP and Gunner.
Now breathing.
Two people I wouldn't want hunting me down. But which one's going to get the chance to, as they're both going neck and neck into this nightmare of a final turn?
As Terminal's out, this may bring a safety car.
What happened?
I think he's out in Sector 1.
Oh no, we might be too late into the race, so I don't know if they'll bring one out.
Oh, I thought... yep.
No, I just saw Dutch in the pits. The safety car is sitting in there.
Hey, Gunner loses part of his wing there.
Oh my goodness, he has no wing.
Oh, wow.
He has no front wing.
This may have just cost him his podium here.
He definitely, yeah, GP
Yep,
is going to take
and
that easily.
GP about to walk away with it here.
Did you see what happened?
As, yeah, he just lost it and went into the wall. Just a
Oh,
little too much on the throttle there.
but that setup, oh my goodness, the straight line speed is he's already caught ahead of him.
But Williams having a good fight back up into the points here. With Dutch, unfortunately, into 9th now.
Yeah, having to pit that late. I don't blame him for going for it, though. Solid chance to do something different. You got to take it. But everyone on the intermediates now, no one could hold out for the rain. Mother Nature always wins in the end.
Let's see if Gunnar can hold this last lap here.
I'm surprised, yeah, Gunnar. Not that there is DRS, but moved quickly out of DRS range. You know, over 2 seconds now. So what's going on with GP?
Wonder if does GP have any wing damage?
I don't, not visually.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't
see
look like
anything.
it. No.
I am shocked by that.
It looks like he may have like a few of those you know, little scrape hole looking barely damaged. There's just a few points of downforce loss, but not enough to really cost. Enough to be falling off from a guy with no wing in
Maybe he
front.
had a moment because he's back on it now. Some might have been just a moment in the rain. But that's gonna give Gunnar some hope.
As you were saying, just the straight line speed.
Even when he had a wing, he was running 0-0 downforce. But Jesus.
We're looking at the possibility of a repeat podium here.
Oh yeah, who was it? Who was the last race?
Gunnar won with Mario behind him and Spot up in 3rd.
There you have it. GP might have something to say about it. He's gonna have to do it on pace alone here in the rain on the last lap. But just not getting the exits that you'd think he would. Gord also within striking distance to move up a spot here on the last lap. What's to finish strong here is, yeah, that first sector, Gunnar is struggling without a wing.
Let's see if GP can get the move down here.
That was going to be the moment as Gunnar's got that straight line speed. GP really needed to get him through that first sector.
Mario wins the race here.
Yep, the first challenge has been completed. First win of the season, most likely not the last. We got a Ferrari in first. Spot ups, impressive race. Easily into second. And yeah, GP is just too far
from
behind.
Spot up there.
Yeah, he had an incredible race. He was on the same strategy as Mario, and it was just easy cruising on the hard tires there. Gunnar holds on with no wing to the podium. Did Northern connect? Clip was Spot? Did he? Or no, maybe it was on penalties.
Yeah, I think it was penalties.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dutch and Veslo just then.
So they switch around. And then
And
Spider-Man getting the
Spider-Man,
point. He had that great start. And then after that safety car, you just get deflated. But nobly holds on to that last point there. Driver of the day, not surprising there. It was never going to be someone else when someone goes last to first. It was only going to be him.
That's for sure. Double-digit position gain there.
Yeah, so there's the repeat podium you were talking about here in Miami. Tier 3 gets to race again, but it's the same result more or less.
And Gunner with the extra point for fastest lap there.
Joining right there. I'm with it. Oh, there's the finishing order. Mario, first win of the season there. Last to first challenge completed. Spot ups easily into second. Gunner with no wing crossed the finish line into third. GP fourth. Northern Canuck fifth. Pixlazzi into sixth. Gord Sauce and Dutch 7 and 8. Vesselo and Spider-Man the last in the points 9 and 10. We are done with Miami this week. But we got some Ferraris and a Haas to talk to. Everyone is here. So I guess we'll go with the no-wing Gunner. How are we feeling after this race? Started on pole, had it for a while, and some hiccups there at the end.
Yeah, obviously not how I wanted to finish, but being back on the podium is still good. So I guess I'll just hand off the last to first challenge to Mario so he can complete that off his bucket list. But we just have to make sure we get the real-life Ferrari strategy in play, break a couple wings, drive through it, still get a podium. It's all good.
Yeah, we were saying it seems like there's just not enough room for both of you to succeed, as Mario was on the back foot. He was on the back foot at the beginning. He made up all that ground, caught up to you, and then you had a moment, and then you were chasing it afterwards. But still heck of a race. And then what happened there with the no wing, GP breathing down your neck? You held on there the last couple laps. That was impressive.
Yeah, GP was putting it on, and I think it was probably tough for everybody, especially when it goes from being a dry race and you use your dry setup and just trying to get around when it's wet like that. But yeah, even without a wing, I was still doing everything I could because he got real close there at the end. But I mean, he just made a silly mistake twice, really, and that was kind of the difference in it. But it would have been fun because me and Mario seemed like we were pretty close on pace today, so it would have been fun to battle it out.
Yeah, just trading places a little bit there. But now, heck of a race. Ferrari on the podium yet again. So we got spot-ups in second. Ace-Edge, you still with us? You want to ask questions?
Yeah.
I don't want to bogart the interviews.
So how are you feeling, Spot Up, after a very consistent race, not making any mistakes, and holding on to GP as mediums were dying off at the end there?
Yeah, I mean, I did pick up a couple penalties, which was frustrating, but thankfully I looked before the race and saw that there was a chance of rain at the end, so that's why I decided to go on the hard tire so early instead of doing a medium soft, or soft and then back on medium at the end. Yeah, I was really nervous when the rain came in. I'm sure just like everyone else was, we all ran our dry setup, so just trying to avoid from spinning out and getting squirrely there. I think my pace was better this week. I mean, a lot of it is probably Mario just having a 9-second lead and he can just sit on it. But, I was kind of keeping him in that 9-second range. Yeah, there were some things that could have gone better on my end, but I'm very pleased with the end result. I think that was as good of a race as I could have hoped for. Like you said, consistent all the way through.
So we were speculating a little bit. So how come you didn't stay out on the dry tires and try to go for the win there? Did you think the time penalties and everything would add up?
Yeah, so I was actually, that's why I stayed out. I was ahead of Mario, but I had a 5 second penalty. And on Mario's outlap, I think he gapped like a second and a half. It started at 10 seconds and was down to 8.5 by the time I entered the pits. And I was like, yeah, there's no way I can hold on to this. So I've just got to get this pit. I got to get this penalty off of myself and go for P2 or hope Mario spins out in front of me.
Well, again, really good drive, man, and congrats on the P2.
Thank you. Congrats again to Ferrari. Last the first challenge, and then Gunner battling his way back all the way. So, great race, guys.
Great race. We're out of time. That's our interviews. We don't want to hear from anybody else. That'll do it. Ethan, you with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't heard that voice before. So what was easier, yesterday or tonight?
Well, I don't know, man. The rain kind of mixed things up. Lap 1 was the same both nights, but I think that was the key yet again. It was the same like both nights in a row, and just kind of like watch out on the start and try to pick off stuff that's not gonna be too risky to cause collisions off the first lap. Like I didn't even have a great run off the line. I think I maybe made up one spot off the line itself, but I think I made up like 4 or 5 by turn 2 with people going wide or hitting each other, and then from there on kind of just kept the pace.
The old Esteban Ocon start, just let everybody crash
exactly.
in front of you.
Hungary 2020 to 21.
So I think
watch it.
I think Spot Up had mentioned it. So you guys knew it was going to rain?
Yeah, we saw before the race it was going to rain. The last 2 bars of the forecast said it was going to rain, but like at the same time, I think it was like lap 5 that it was like rain in 15 minutes, and the laps are a minute 30, so like that should have been like lap 12, lap 13. So obviously it was wrong like always.
Jeff was here.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it was wrong, but it was wrong by a decent amount to the point where like the strategies were getting a little mixed, kind of. It was hard to think about what to do next, but I think because I was going to go like maybe medium soft and then wait till the rain, but then the early safety car, and then the rain's coming, but you don't really know when, you don't want to play it too risky, so I kind of went with the safest option of strategy.
Yeah, I think I had gotten tunnel vision just watching like the intervals and stuff, and all of a sudden Ace Edge was like, I think water is falling from the sky.
Yeah.
So that was a hectic last couple laps.
Yeah, for sure. It was it came at an odd time. There was only I think like 6-7 laps left, and like obviously then you have the thoughts of like, hey, is it worth it to pit? Is it worth it to stay out? And being in the lead, I didn't really want to make the wrong decision, so I think I stayed out a couple of laps as raining, and nobody had pit yet, so I'm like, okay, clearly everyone's fine with it. And then once DRS disabled, I was like, okay, I think I'll pit. I think that's a sign telling me to pit. I pit, and Spot Up stayed out, and originally I think off the first couple turns he had made up time on me off with the inters. I'm like, I don't know if I made the right decision or not, but then as he said, I think I made up another like second on like the second end of the second and the third sector were really hard in the rain on the dry, so I think that made the choice a lot easier to switch to the inters.
Nice. So you got it done in the end. Ace Edge, handing it over to you.
No, that about wraps it up for me tonight.
Tier 3, got to race again. I thought Cody's was going to strike again for a little bit, but glad we got to get some racing in here as we're done with Miami. Where are we moving next? Where are we next week?
I believe it's Spain.
Spain. I'm neutral. I don't know if I have any good tracks, so neutral's what I'll take about Spain.
Well, I'll take that before the week break and then Monaco.
Are you sure you don't like the back-to-back of Monaco and Azerbaijan? That seems
I,
like a fun back-to-back of win
I hate
changes.
Monaco. I love Baku. I don't know what the psychology is behind that, but that's just the
I'm
case.
right there with you, so yeah, I don't know how to feel about it.
Attaboy.
I'm
Nice.
I'm kind of the opposite. The thing about Monaco is like I know the wing change is going to be there, but like I'm going slow already, so I can kind of avoid it.
I've yet to
Because the whole
race a
lap is in
league.
third gear. It feels like.
I've yet to race a league race in Monaco, so I don't really want to start now.
Yeah, that's true. Same on that front.
But good stuff, y'all. Good stuff, y'all. I gotta run.
Alright, but that'll wrap it up for Tier